guys, welcome to your bar class today. For today's class, you just need your light weights. And if you have a band of any sort, that will work too. If you don't have a band, you can also use a dumbbell. I'll show you how later in class. We are gonna start with our warm-up. Your notebook, make sure you have some water close by. And we are gonna get going with those feet. So we're gonna start with our calves today. We're gonna work feet all the way up and then we'll end with our upper body. So we're gonna really hammer those legs today. I have my little bar here. If you have a chair, that's also fine, just for a little bit of stability. We are just going to take those feet, think of spreading the toes into the floor and pressing those toes into the ground. Hello, everyone hopping on. Good. All right, take those heels down into the mat and then sit it back so that you feel that stretch throughout that hamstring. Side to side. We're gonna go side to side. So bending at that hip, stretching out the inner thighs, over and over. Go a little bit quicker. We're not going down super deep. We're just getting those legs warmed up. All right. We're gonna tap those toes. Boom. Tap the insides of those feet. Think of turning those knees out to the side. Try to keep that chest up. And 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take those arms all the way up and back. And then take it into the nice little squat as you bring those arms back. And reverse that direction. All right, take those hands up to the head. We are just going to go side and up. So we are just going side to side from the rib cage. Just to wake up that core a little bit. Good, we're gonna add in a knee, elbow to knee. Same thing, other side. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna start with those calves. We're gonna start in our parallel position. So feet just right under the hips. I have my little bar here. All right, from here, rolling up onto those toes. Good, we're gonna hold it. Get those ankles in line. Make sure that that core is nice and tight and pulled in. From here, bring it down and up. Got a little bit of some time-based intervals today. Really want to work those calves. Good. All right. Last 20 seconds. We are going to bring that left foot behind. This is where if you have your chair, 1 foot at a time. 3, 2, 1. We're going to put that left foot down, take the right leg, bring it behind, up and down. Control that foot coming down. Good. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and place those feet down. Bend the knees. Think of pressing those knees out over those toes, pressing the heels down into the floor so that you feel that stretch in your calves. From there, same thing. We're gonna roll it up and down. Up and down. Remember to control it coming down. Think of rolling through your feet. All the way up, all the way down. If you'd like to get in more reps here, you can go a little quicker. Go double time. Want to slow it down? Take it a little slower. You got 7 seconds. Have to make sure your quads are still engaged and that core. And break. Bend those knees. Remember when you're bending those knees to keep those hips tucked under so that we're not ducktailing. Press it down. Pulse it down. So in this position, heels down, pulse those knees. 3, 2, 1. Take it shoulder width apart. Take a second. All right, here we go. Reset my timer. We're gonna roll it up. Calf raises up and down. Get that blood pumping. Good, shoulders down. Hips are tucked under. Core is tight, quads are squeezed. Glutes are tight. All the way up, we're almost there. We are gonna balance and hold this position. In 3, 2, 1, bring it up and hold. Get up as high as you can on those toes, squeeze all the way up. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, bring it down, bend those knees. Heel into the ground, same thing, stretch out that whole entire hamstring and calf. Same thing, other side. All right, we're gonna go to some leg lifts. So left leg's on the ground, right leg is gonna just pick up right in front of us. Up and down, we're gonna do 4 in every direction. So we're gonna lift for 2, 3, 4. We're gonna point it out to the side. If you have done ballet, this is gonna look somewhat familiar. Lift and lift. Everything else is not moving. It's just that leg. Now bring it behind us. And you're just going to lift and tap the toe. So it's not a huge movement. Squeezing in that glute. Good. All right, we're gonna repeat. Same thing, other leg. On this side. All right. You can bend the standing leg as well if you need a little bit more support. Take that left leg out. Think of squeezing that quad all the way down to the toe. Squeezing, lift 1. 2. 4, bring it out to the side, point it out to the side first. You can have that knee facing the ceiling or towards me, whatever is more comfortable for you. 2, 3, 4, bring it around to the back. Think shoulders back, chest lifted, lift 1. 2, 3, and 4. All right, good. Now that those hip flexors are feeling a little bit warmer, we're gonna go into parallel position. Roll it up onto the toes, bend those knees just a little bit. From here, we're gonna pull the tummy in and make sure that those glutes and hips are tucked under. We're gonna pulse it down and up. Our little demi-plie. So it's just a teeny little bend. An inch up and inch down. Good. We are still pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the bottom so that bend, make sure that you're still engaging. Drop those heels down to the ground. And lift. Heels drop. And lift. Good, one more. Hold it. Pulse down, repeat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those heels. Straighten out the legs, shake it out. We're gonna do the same thing. Bring those heels together, toes apart into your first position. Roll it up. Slide those heels in just a little bit so that they're almost touching, and then go ahead and bend those knees. Just a little bit. In this position, you guys know the deal. Tuck those hips forward. Shoulders stacked over hips, pulse it down. We should all look like a bunch of little frogs. Good. Think of bringing it down, zip up, down, and up. Squeezing, those quads. At any point, you can drop down to flat feet as well. This is a little bit too much. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. So you're in that bent leg position. Think of pressing those knees back, back, back. Using in those glutes is a super small movement. 3, 2, 1, and bring it up. Drop it down. Shake it out. All right, last one's gonna be in that second position. Nice and wide. Hand for support on a wall, on a desk, anything like that. You're gonna roll it up. All the way up onto those toes. Get nice and comfy. And then from here, we're gonna bend those knees. Pulsing in this position. Again, at any point, you can make this position a little bit wider if you'd like to get lower. You're just gonna pulse it up and down, really working those quads, making sure that those glutes are pressed forward, stacking the shoulders over hips. And like I said, drop those heels and you can go even lower. You're still gonna feel it in those quads. Good, from here, we're gonna lift one heel at a time. This foot is flat, right heel is lifted, and switch. Left heel is lifted, right foot is flat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Both heels on the ground. We're still in this position. I want you to pulse it down for 8, 7, little lower, 6, 5, little lower, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up and shake it out. Go ahead and grab that foot. You can take a little quad stretch here. All right, we're gonna go into a couple squats and then we're gonna make our way down to the floor for some donkey kicks. All right. We are gonna fire up those glutes. For this one, we are gonna do regular squats, but we're gonna add a pulse at the bottom. So we're gonna do a double pulse. So you're gonna do your regular squat, so those hips are gonna come back, down into that position, up, down, and up, just like that. We're gonna do this time-based. So we got 30 seconds of our squats here. Sit it back, down, come up. Think of leading with those hips. You want those legs to be nice and warm when we drop down to the ground. Doing good. You're feeling real good. You can do 3 pulses. Heck, you can do 4. You can stay here all day if you want. You got 5 seconds. Press it down. Press through those heels as you stand and break. Good, we're gonna repeat that one more time, except we're gonna make it a little bit wider. So we're gonna do sumo squats. So a little bit wider than shoulder width, point those toes towards the corners of your walls. And instead of coming super far forward like you do in a squat, like here, you're gonna be a little bit more upright. But with that comes a little bit of arch in that back. So you wanna think of sliding down a wall when you come into that sumo position. Here we go. And forward leaning, these are fine too. Nice and wide, bring it down, up, down. Add that pulse. Think of wrapping those knees to the back, actively pressing out as you come down. And while depth is good, you don't have to go down low. If it hurts or if it bothers your knees at all, you can stay upright and just come down to here. The goal is to just be holding and pulsing in a position that you feel works. And we're almost there. Last one. And break. Good, shake it out. Shake it out. All right. We're gonna bring it down to the floor. If you have your band, this is where a band will come in handy. And if you don't have a band, you're gonna put a small dumbbell behind the knee. Put this on before I get down there. All right. So I like to place mine right around my thighs right above the knees. We're gonna come onto all fours. If you have a dumbbell, you're gonna place that dumbbell behind the knee and you're gonna squeeze it. And that's how you're gonna do your donkey kicks. If you drop it, you have to start over. All right, here we go. Right leg only. Pull that core in nice and tight. Bring that leg up and down. Up. Good. Eight more. Try to keep that back nice and flat. Three, two, you're gonna hold it up there on one, hold it, pulse up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, bring it down, rock it back to your child's pose. Alrighty. For this one, we are gonna straighten our leg out before we move to our left leg. We're gonna do our right leg, straight leg. So same thing, back in this nice position, extend that right leg out straight behind you. From here, squeeze and lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more, 8, 7, keep that core strong. 4, 3, 2, hold it up there and pulse, lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, bring it under and back. Switch sides. And if your wrists get sore at any time, you can drop it down onto those elbows. It's gonna work just fine as well. I also sometimes will go onto my fists, make little fists here, just to save those wrists a bit. All right, nice flat back, pull that core in, left leg comes up, flex that foot, think of leading with that heel, bring it up. Five, 7, 8 more. Four, keep breathing. 2, 1, hold it up, pulse, lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, bring it down, rock it back. Get ready for that straight leg. About 5 seconds to breathe. All right, here we go. Left leg extended out straight. Hands under the shoulders, squeeze, lift 1, 2, 3, 4, oh boy, 5, already feeling it, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, fight for it, 3, 2, hold it, pulse, lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, bring it under and back. We are not done. We are gonna go to our side for some clamshells. So clamshells are level 1, which is gonna be right about here. If you have your band, clamshells this way. To level these up a teeny bit, we are going to add on, and we're gonna do a hip raise with those clamshells. So we're gonna do regular clamshell for 8, and then we are going to lift that hip up like you're coming up into a side plank and then add that knee in there at the top and then bring it back down. That's going to be 1 rep. I'm winded already. If the hip raise with that clamshell is a little bit feeling too much for you today, just stick with regular clamshells on the ground. Here we go. Inhale. Starting with just our clamshells, we are going to lift that knee up and down. 2, 3, 4, keeping that core nice and strong. 7, and 8. Here, if we want, we can add in that raise. 1, 2. I like to use this front hand for some support. 3, 4. This works more of those glute muscles. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it down. Almost done. Lay it down flat. You might know what's coming next. Extend that leg out straight. We don't need hips. Who needs them? Straighten out that leg. I want you to flex that foot so that that heel is really pressed down. Those toes are coming back towards you. From here, lift that leg up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. Hold it up. We're gonna pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it down. Woo. Take a second to breathe. And if you don't have a band for clamshells, again, you can take your little dumbbell, stick it behind the leg, and do your clamshells with it behind the leg. That's another good way to add a little bit of weight without it being too much. All right, same thing on the left. Make sure you're staying up in the shoulder so that this whole upper body is still working a little bit. From here, top knee comes up, on and up. Hips and glutes are already on fire. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna lift those hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that core strong. Squeeze those glutes. 6, 7. Last one. And 8. Bring it down. Lie it down flat. All right. Did we do our left side donkey kicks? I don't know if we did. I don't remember. Let me know. Someone's in the chat if I forgot to do left side donkey kicks. We're still doing them. Go ahead and add that leg in for straight leg. Lift and lower. Still breathing. We're gonna head and pulse it, lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and bring it down. Take a second to breathe. Good job. Roll it over onto the back. All right. Good. All right, pull that core into the ground. You have your band on still. You can keep it on. We're just gonna do a couple glute bridges. Inhale, squeeze through those glutes, press and lift. 1, down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna hold. Pulse those knees apart for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it. Bring it down to the ground. Bring those knees into the chest. And rock it side to side. And we're going to take those bands off if you have it. Oh. All right, bring it into just a quick little butterfly position. Stretch out those hips before we go into our core round. And we are just going to time base this one and go right through about 4 different core exercises. We are going to start with our Russian twist. So if you have a weight, go ahead and grab it. I'm challenge myself today and get a little bit heavier weight. Let's go 5 pounds. All right, Russian twist. Challenge yourself by lifting those feet off the ground or keep the heels down on the floor. Choice is yours. Pick that weight up. If you have it, lean it back right until you feel that core kick in. Make sure that low back is rounded out a little bit. Oh, my computer's going so slow today. From here, side to side. 3, 2, 1, and go. So you want to keep that weight somewhat close to your body. And it's just tapping on the ground or close to it. What is going on with my computer today? Good, side to side. You got 10 seconds. Challenge yourself, pick those feet up, uncross those ankles. I see you. If you're crossing those ankles, just know I see you. For 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we're gonna move into a double leg raise or single leg raise. So depending on how your back feels when you bring those legs down, you're gonna grab your weight. You can either hold this weight from the chest. You can also hold it behind the head if you'd like to have something to hold on to above the head. When you're doing this, make sure again that that low back is pressing into the floor. So it's gonna be either here, one leg at a time, or double legs at a time. If you are doing the double legs, keep that core on the floor. Don't let that low back arch up. All right. Or you can hold it right above the chest as well. Either works. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and bring those legs up. You can do a single, single, double. Whatever you're feeling like. Keep breathing. Three, 2, 1, and break. All right, sit it up. We have butterfly crunches. So same thing, you can take a weight and add this if you've been doing butterfly crunches for a while. And if you're good at them or if you feel good at them, add that weight to the chest. If not, you're gonna roll through that spine all the way down to the ground. From here, you can use your arms for momentum to try to get you to sit all the way back up. If you're not there yet, because these are not easy, you're gonna come halfway up. Look through at the wall, bring it back down. I want you to hold it up, count 1, 2, before you come back down. Otherwise, all the way up, all the way down. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, roll it through. Control coming down. So the goal is to ultimately not have to use momentum to get back up. Over time, you'll get there. It's a learning curve. I love butterfly crunches because they do help take the hip flexors out of it a bit. It's nice. You got time for one more. Good. All right, from here, hands behind, we're gonna do some in and outs. So you can either do these on the hands back here, or you can bring it onto the elbows and just do the legs of in and out. But I like to have a little bit more support. So I like to bring my hands back, bring those feet up to tabletop. From here, we're gonna extend it out and in. You can extend those legs all the way out. The lower your feet are, the harder it is. You can also alternate one leg at a time as a modification. As long as you keep going, you can even just hold a tabletop pose. I want you to keep working for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Flip it over into our plank position. I swear we are almost there. All right. So with this one, you're either going to hold a high plank, just hold it, or you're gonna add some leg lifts in there. So for these ones, when you're doing your leg lift and you're in a high plank, you wanna make sure that this doesn't happen, that our back doesn't arch. You wanna think of just like when you're standing, that leg stays straight, leading with the heels, squeezing in that glute. Okay, here we go. We're gonna bring it up and high plank. Bring it up. Think of making that nice long line from your shoulders to your hips to your toes. Add in that leg lift if you're feeling good. It's nice and slow, squeezing through the legs. Holding, you got 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Rock it back to a child's pose. We're doing good. All right. We have one more plank variation, and then we're going to go into our push-ups and get those out of the way. So for these ones, we're going to do some commandos. So that's dropping down onto the elbows, back up to the hands. Take it slow. These are not easy. Gonna get our upper body nice and warm. We have 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. You can drop the knees down and do these on the knees as well to modify. I want you to hold each position for about 3 seconds and then bring it back up to your high plank. Hold 1, 2, 3, drop it down. 1, 2, 3. 10 seconds. Like I said, drop the knees to keep going. Make sure those hands are right under the shoulders, especially when you're pressing those hands up. And break, walk it back to your child pose. All right. Push-up position, here we go. Bring it forward, drop those hips down, pull that core in. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. As many push-ups as you can. 1. If you are still working on push-ups, nice and small push-ups will be fine. You can even do just little tiny bends in the elbows. Try to get a little bit deeper with each one. And one more. And break. Rock it back. Make that stretch. And we're going to stand it up. All right, if you need a sip of water, grab a sip of water real quick. And then grab your light dumbbells. We are going to do some upper body. All right. I have my handy dandy 2-pounders. We are going to bring into our first position. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. From here, arms come out to the side. Down and up. Lateral raises. Like to keep a little bit of bend in those elbows. Good. From here, we're going to add in an external rotation. So hold them up, palms up to the ceiling, down, lower, up, out, down. 3, 4, we're going for 8, 5, 6, 7, last one, and 8. Go ahead, roll those shoulders back and down, shake it out, because we're going to repeat those, but to the front. Same type of lift. This time we're going to bend those knees just a little bit. So if you see, just a small bend. All right, tuck those glutes forward, strong core. Go ahead, lift those arms to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and add in that rotation. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, these get brutal so fast. Breathe and keep those glutes squeezed. Last one. And break. Take a nice little head roll in both directions. All right. From here, bring those up. Take it into a nice wide position. We're going to press it up over the head. Down, down, down. Up, up, down, down, down. You guys ever wonder what goes on in my head? Pretty much that. Up, up, down, down, down. Good, keeping those glutes squeezed. Shoulders down and back. One more. And then we are going to just push it up. Elbows come out to the side, nice right angles. 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, bring them in and out, up 1, all the way in, out, up 2, only 8, 3, feels like forever, 4 more, 5, almost there, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Bring those arms down, shake it out, roll it forward. All right, we are going to end with some kickbacks. Roll it up. Take a little bent knee position of leaning it forward as if you were going to do a deadlift, right? So even if you were going to do a deadlift, slide it down, think hips back, weight is in those heels, pull the core in, squeeze glutes. From here, row it up. We're just going to row. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna pulse it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it down. We're gonna pull it up, extend it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, looking down at the ground, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hold those arms back there. Straight arm lift, 1, 2, 3, I know it hurts, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Okay, head stretch to the side. Side. Good. All right, we have time. 1 more. Bring it down to that hinge position. We're gonna combine. So we're gonna go out to a fly. Think of squeezing those scapulas together. So you're here. Elbows, squeeze back. Bring it out, in, row, kick back, and down and out. All 3. Down and up. Same thing, nice flat back, keeping that core pulled in. Almost there. Last one. Extend it back and down, sit it up. From here we go. Thumbs up. Out, pulse it up and down. Give me those thumbs up. 5, 4, 3, 2, thumbs down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down. Keep going. Starting to feel that. Woo. Throughout the shoulders, the neck. Get there for 3, 2, 1, out. Bring it down. Drop those weights down, bring it down to the ground. Take a quick stretch. Ooh. All right, we're gonna bring it into our stag position. Just to stretch out those hips. They might be a little sore. Go ahead and lean it over that leg. Good. Pick it up. What you can do is you can take that back leg, pull that in for a nice little quad stretch. Good, bring it down from here. We're gonna take it up and over. Same thing, other side, lean it forward. Bring it up. Reach for that quad. All right, both feet out in front, hamstrings. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Pull those toes back towards you. Reach for those toes. We're gonna hold it here. So that is breathing into it, relaxing the muscles in your legs. You're really taking some time to hold this position. I know me, my mind wanders. Go ahead and let those hands come down on each side of those legs. You could do palms up to the ceiling, wherever. You want to just kind of let yourself relax, hanging over those legs. Let your head hang down. I want you to take nice 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Try to think of getting a little bit closer with every exhale. It is so important to stretch our hamstrings. Good. Inhale up. Good. Bring it into a butterfly position. Scooch it in. One more time. Lean it forward. Reach those hands out in front, wherever you feel a deeper stretch. Walk them back in. Go ahead and shake out those wrists. Circles in both directions. Good. Give yourself a high five. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you haven't joined the FitGo program that starts next week, you should, because it may or may not be my baby. So sign up. And have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Thank you.